Hello, good Monday morning, everybody. It's May 12th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. We've got some rain, or we've had some rain this morning. At the moment, here at 8:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Not seeing any rain in Bowling Green, but we just had a few showers that passed through, and now the sun is trying to break out. Here is the view from the Plano cam. You can see that mix of clouds and blue sky, a little bit of sun trying to peep through, and that's pretty much what we're going to see today. Any kind of rain and thunderstorms is going to come in waves today. You may get, pretty decent rainfall, maybe even a rumble of thunder, a flash of lightning. And then after it quits raining, you'll see a picture like this, where you see some of the blue sky break through. And then it starts to rain again. It's going to be like that today. But that's the way it looks currently here at 8:16 a.m. from Plano, Kentucky, just outside of Bowling Green. So we've had pretty good showers this morning. I haven't seen any thunderstorm activity, not yet anyway, but there is some in the forecast. I don't think we'll see much in the way of severe weather. Mm, no, not here. Now a little bit further south and east, it is a possibility today, but not so much here. Here's a look at the numbers from yesterday. We had a high of 82 at the Bowling Green Airport for your Sunday, Mother's Day, 5 degrees warmer than normal. The normal being 77, and we had a low of 61. Now at the airport, they had 600ths of an inch of rain. But as we check some of the Kentucky Mesonet sites, you will see that some locations got more than that. So let's go to the radar first, and I'll show you where the rains are occurring at the moment. Again, this is around almost 8:20 this morning. You see that we've got more rain coming our direction from the south and east. Everything rotating around a low pressure system that has been in the Gulf for the last couple of days, and now it's moved back into parts of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky, and it's going to sit and spin, and it's going to crank out the rain and maybe a few thunderstorms. So you can see here that we've got more coming back in Bowling Green and much of the 270 code, and even 615, and even back 502, 859, and even the 606. Yeah. So at the moment, it doesn't look too bad outside, as I showed you the Plano cam, but you can very well see we've got more rain coming up from out of Middle Tennessee and East Tennessee, and we're going to get more rain here very shortly. Well, let's go to the Kentucky Mesonet network, and we'll check some of the numbers. As you can see, we've got 60s everywhere. And what's different from today is we have the added moisture and the dew points, which yesterday we had a nice almost 20-degree dew point depression between the air temperature and the dew point. But today, everything is pretty much right together. Air temperature and dew point are almost the same. So you've got 98 to 100% relative humidity. The atmosphere cannot hold any more water, and so the water comes down as rain. So it's going to be humid, not just today, but I can tell you the rest of this week, even into the weekend, it's going to stay humid with dew points in the 60s pretty much every day this week. And that's going to keep us unsettled as we have several disturbances that are going to kind of pinwheel around that low pressure system. And that's going to keep us damp. very damp. Such is the case. Look at this, an inch and 2/10 of rain in Franklin, Simpson County. 64 hundredths of an inch of rain in Russellville. And we've picked up 35 hundredths of an inch of rain at the Ag Expo Center, but 43 hundredths of an inch of rain at the Corvette plant. Then you've got 45 hundredths of an inch of rain over in Butler County, less than a quarter inch in most surrounding areas. But you got an inch and a third, almost an inch and 4/10 back in Benton, Kentucky, and Marshall County in western Kentucky. So certain places have picked up a lot of rain. Other locations still have yet to pick up very much, but just wait. Your turn is coming, and here it comes from the south and east. This is what I was showing you on radar that's about to move back into the Bowling Green area. Most of the rain right now is northwest of Bowling Green and Warren County, but here comes more rain out of the Cumberland Plateau in Middle Tennessee. So we're not done. This is going to come in waves today. You can pretty much bet on it. There's going to be a few minutes or a little bit of time when the rain stops and you see the sun come out. But then things a few minutes later will change and we're back into the rain. There's a look at the high resolution satellite view. Here's Bowling Green. And you can see the thick clouds, but then you also see where the sun is breaking through, as I showed you on the Plano cam. But then just as soon as we get the little breaks in the clouds, here comes more rain. And this time, well, at least around Crossville, Tennessee, there's some lightning strikes. So from time to time, we're going to see sun, clouds, rain, lightning, thunder, sun, clouds. It's rinse and repeat. You get the idea. It's not going to be a consistent rain, but we consistently have a chance of getting showers and maybe a few thunderstorms today. But again, I don't think it's going to be anything severe. Any kind of severe weather looks to say stay off to our south and east near the low pressure system. So here's the current setup. You've got where the hand icon is. That's Bowling Green and Warren County. And as you can see, we've got a boundary to the north falling apart, and we've got another boundary to the south in parts of Middle Tennessee. And that's what's helping spark the next few rounds of rain and thunderstorms. So this is what we have right now. Here's what we can expect this afternoon as the low pressure system kind of follows the Mississippi River. And it's going to slowly just sit there and spin and just kind of wander into parts of northeastern Arkansas, the Boot Heel of Missouri, West Kentucky, West Tennessee, southern Illinois, and keep the rain going in our forecast. There it is. By 7 o'clock this evening, more showers and maybe a few thunderstorms. Here we go into the midnight hour and a little bit after. Showers will start to move a little further east, but we're not quite done. We're not quite done. Some of these showers may taper off for a bit this evening and overnight, but then they come back tomorrow pretty much like what we're seeing right now today. Occasional showers and thunderstorms. The low will not move that much during the day tomorrow. It will try to move a little faster as it gets a push from high pressure to the west. As we get into tomorrow night and into Wednesday, that is when shower chances will be more or heavier, I should say, further off to the east into parts of eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, the Virginias, the Carolinas, as the low pressure system does get some forward movement, I should say. Here comes Thursday. Now, Thursday, I think, is going to be the driest day that we see going forward this week. You see the warm front, and I've talked about this the last two updates yesterday and Saturday. I'm still looking at Thursday to maybe be potentially the warmest day of the year. Now, some of the models have backed off just a little bit. They're going like 88, 89. I'm I'm still kind of rounding it off to 90. It's still possible. 90 is still possible on Thursday, which would make it the warmest day of the year so far. Out west of that front, temperatures will be in the 90s and then into parts of Texas and Oklahoma, maybe even 100 for the first time this year. Summer's not far behind. Here comes a cold front, and then we see showers. Again, these will be scattered showers starting Thursday night and into Friday ahead of the front. The front comes through on Saturday. So this Saturday will be wet, scattered showers, thunderstorms. Not a washout, but there will be some thunderstorms around. And here comes Sunday, looking at more rain and thunderstorms this weekend. But what about any kind of severe weather threat? Well, let's take a look. Nothing today. Anything today is going to be further south and east. But as we get into Thursday, there is already a level 2 risk for a few severe storms, including just east of St. Louis into parts of central Illinois, eastern Illinois, most of Indiana, including Indianapolis, and parts of western Ohio, and then just a sliver along the Ohio River of Kentucky into Kentucky, almost a Bowling Green. Not quite, but there is that possibility. This is going to be Thursday night after we potentially reach 90. But then Friday, here comes the cold front, and as it lays here, Friday we could see again a slight risk of severe thunderstorms during the afternoon and evening to Bowling Green and points west. This, of course, could change, but this is potentially what we're looking at. So we'll have to watch Thursday night and then Friday afternoon and evening for some potential severe weather. It's certainly not a guarantee at this point, but something that bears watching. I know it's still early. Today is only Monday, so we'll keep an eye on it. Here's a look at the blender. We go 78 today, 77 tomorrow, then into the 80s, low 80s Wednesday. There's Thursday, in which we could potentially hit 90. But as I mentioned, some of the models are still trimming back a little to 88, 89. It's close enough. I may keep it at 90. It just depends on how much sun and heat we get that day, but potentially it's doable. Then we'll get the thunderstorms, which some of those could become strong to severe Thursday night and then again on Friday. Friday's high at mid 80s, 86. Trending a little cooler for the upcoming weekend, low 80s. And then we go upper 70s as we head into the middle of next week. And here it is visibly on the graphic 7-day forecast as shown on News 40 and the News 40 weather app. You can see 78 today, good chance of showers and thunderstorms, and it's going to come in waves. So it's not going to be all at once, but it's going to come in waves. Sun will come out, then it rains. Sun will come out, then it rains. Same thing tomorrow at 77. 82 on Wednesday. The rain chances will start to fade away. Thursday, it says 88 here, but when I come in tonight, I may bring that back to 90, just to kind of round it up. Potentially, we have a chance to hit 90 on Thursday. But then it's Thursday night and Friday that we have the two best chances of getting strong to severe storms. And a high on Friday at 86. Then we go 81, a little cooler Saturday and Sunday with a few scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm in there during the upcoming weekend. All right, a little housekeeping here. Uh, Starting next week, these updates are going to happen in the evening instead of the morning. It's a change that has been coming for a while, based on, and there's several reasons why, but as you'll soon see, it's going to make sense. But a lot of it has to do with um, when the best viewership is going to be. Um, it is going to be for, um, it's going to take advantage of several things. But I just wanted you to know that starting next week, I will not be doing these in the morning. They will be in the afternoon and evening, probably 6 o'clock or somewhere close to that. And it'll be mainly for the next day. So really, I'm doing this, I'm just pushing it up earlier uh, into the evening before, because sometimes things get missed and some things change, but I'm finding that based on model trends and viewership and things like that, it's going to make sense to do this more into the afternoon and evening hours. So that when you come home from work, say for instance, if you work till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe you get off at 5 or 6, then you can come in, watch this, and I will update you not only for that, the rest of that night, but what's coming up the next day so that we can all get a jump on it. So that's a change that's coming starting next week right here with 270 weather. And there's more things to come. There are other changes that are going to take place, but that's the biggest one. Okay. And we're getting some sponsorships that are on the horizon. We're getting more and more people that are interested in being a sponsor of this podcast every day. And you're going to see that happen as well. I mean, I look at it as, God's blessing this. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that there are people out there that um, want to be a part of this and want to come join the ride and some of the positive changes that are coming down the pike. And it just keeps growing. It's still going to be here in my little home studio in Plano, but it's going to keep growing. It's not going to be it's not going to be like I know a lot of you watch Ryan Hall, y'all, and there are others out there that do the same thing. But is it going to be like that? Well, I don't know. But I've got Ryan Hall is not on television. He doesn't need to be on television. He's got his own gig. Um, but I am on television, therefore this is just part of my gig, if you will. It's an extension of what I do at News 40. So, um, down the road, we'll just see what happens. But in the meantime, we're just going to keep it like this and just shift it to the evening hours instead of the morning hours. And hopefully, you'll come along with us. If not, you can always watch it anytime you want to. That's the beauty of doing these things is that you can always go back and watch it anytime you want to. You don't have to watch it live. It's always there. YouTube, uh, Facebook, X, Instagram. It's on all those platforms. All you got to do is hit the link. When you see me posting a new update, you just hit that link and it'll play whenever you want it to. It doesn't have to be watched live. But anyway, there you go. Okay, you guys have a great Monday. Thank you as always for watching, and God bless.